The international flights have been started in India?
No, she is from Chennai, so they went from Chennai to Gurgaon.
Chennai.
अच्छा, चेन्नई से.
Namaste, Anuji. Good evening.
Namaste, Sundarji.
कपड़े पहने थे ऊपर टी-शर्ट पहला
टी-शर्ट और प्रेस करवा ले करना उतने रखते दिन आगे बच्चे की छुट्टी न जावे.
Are we ready to begin?
Bal Mukund said that he will come today, so I was wondering if he's going to come or not.
Well, it's too late. He has not come, means let's move forward.
Okay, then I'll start. Namaste everyone, welcome to Gentle Yoga. As the name suggests, it is done very gently, smoothly and without jerks. It can be done sitting on the floor or in a chair, but make sure your spine is straight at all times. Give support to your back if you need to. Visualize the part of the body that is being worked on to get the maximum benefits. Do the practice without strain and making sure breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, it should be immediately stopped. If you have any questions regarding the exercise, please seek clarification. But remember, liability is all yours. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, this is not the forum to ask. Please send an email personally to the address in the chat, provided in the chat. I will also be muting everybody, and I would also, Dr. Narayan will unmute himself. Also, I'll request everybody to please turn the videos on so that Dr. Narayan can help you with your practice. Thank you.
So we'll begin with 3 ohms as usual. Take a slow, deep breath in. So we begin with the chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum, and this is the point between the anus and the genital area that doesn't touch the seat where you're sitting on. And squeezing there, we do the mantra Lam. And when we do the mantra Lam, we press the little finger pressing against the thumb. Take a deep breath in and let's go. Lam.
You muted yourself, Narayan.
It's still muted?
We can hear you now.
Okay. Lam. Please come back and continue with Lam. Now let's bring the awareness an inch above the perineum, and there we do the mantra Vam, and all of these mantras are said orderly, so we compress from front to back. And here we use a mantra, the ring finger pressed against the thumb. So let's begin. Yeah, is voice bring up?
No, the video is really bad, and I have a feeling there is somebody on the phone, and because of that, the video is very bad. Since they came in, the video became bad.
Okay.
If
Whoever
I drop
is
them,
the
they will.
phone,
I think the video is good, but the audio is bad.
Yeah,
whoever is the phone, drop that person. That is the only way.
well, if I drop them, they will not be able to.
Yeah, that's okay. Let them go, because otherwise it's disrupting for everyone.
Anuji, I am on my phone on video, so I have to drop out.
No, it is
no.
not that. There is something else.
There's somebody who is on a phone but without a video. They're just listening in.
Okay.
And there's somebody. The number is 240 something.
Yeah,
So,
drop
It's not
that.
through Zoom app, it's through a call-in number, and that causes problems sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, just drop it, kill it.
Right now they have gone. If they come back, we'll see.
Okay, so let's go. So we are doing the Vam in the point 1 inch above the perineum with the ring finger pressing in. Take a deep breath in. Vam. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Vam. Vam. Now bring the awareness behind the navel, the middle finger touching the thumb, and we will do the mantra Ram there. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Ram. 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 Now bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body. And here we do the sound yum. And you can keep the index finger pressing against the thumb. Let's take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Remove the mudra. Yum. 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 Last time. Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat. And here we will do the sound hum. Take a deep breath in. Hum. Oh, use the mudra thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. Hum. Release the mudra. Hum. Hum. Now we go to the top of the head. Here we will do the Om. Again, the thumbs up mudra.
You're not doing Sham?
Om. Pardon me?
You're not doing Sham?
Oh, sorry, that's right. Middle of the head is Chum, sorry. So there, thumbs up. Chum. Release the mudra. Chum. One more time. Chum. Perfect. So let's go to the top of the head. Om. Now let's go on to our happy face breathing, Ujjayi Pranayam. So for those of you who are familiar with it, please proceed. And for there may be one or two people who are new today. And so for their benefit, the process goes as follows. Close your eyes and observe your throat, how you feel. As the eyes continue to be closed, make a big smile. And when you make a big smile, you should feel a gentle stretch in the throat. Keep the awareness in the stretch. And as you inhale and exhale slowly, feel like the air is rubbing there, almost like restricted breathing. So you would, I will show you how slowly you do that. As I inhale, I will lift up the hand, exhale down. So you can see how slow it is. You may be able to hear your breath also a little bit. So I'll come closer to the microphone and you can hear how it feels. Okay. Now let's go on to the next exercise. We do the silent mantra, mental mantra, but with a visualization. We mentally visualize the vibration is rising from the middle of the chest and going up through the top of the head. The mantra is 3 syllables. Haim, Im, Haim, Im, I'll say it one more time. Haim, Im, So visualize it rising from the sternum and going up to the top of the head. Haim, Im, Haim, Im, Haim, Im, But this is silent. You don't say it verbally. Mentally, you let it flow. Continue. Okay, now let's go on to the next mantra. Bring your awareness to the lungs, the sides and the back of your chest, and focusing there, we vibrate over there the mantra Haim. And when we vibrate the mantra Haim, again, it has nothing to do with the breath. It has a vibration of its own, and you literally feel Haim, 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 like the lungs are vibrating with the sound Haim. Just focus there and continue. No relationship to the breath. Now we can go on to our spinal alignment exercise, starting with the neck exercises. Is there anybody who thinks they want to lead it? Otherwise, I'll lead it. Our young stars are missing today. Okay, bring your awareness, sit straight, spine up, and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently bring one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale towards the other shoulder. Come back up, inhale, and continue. Okay, inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, rotate the head as if you're looking over one shoulder. Inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, rotate the other way. And inhale, come back. And continue. Okay. Now as you inhale, take the head back. And exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. As you exhale and bring the chin down to the chest. From now on, when we inhale, we will begin the full circle, 360 degrees. Half a circle, inhale, the other half exhale. Let's go in the opposite direction. Okay. Now we do our shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder, rotate it back as you exhale and bring it down. Next week, we will have a different set of people to try and lead some segment here. The weekend program, I will do it myself. It will be the long session and I will add a few new things. But the weekday ones, we'll keep it as almost a systematic same thing every day. So if Anand Moholkar and Anju Preet want to do something next week, let me know. If you want to lead this neck exercises, this spinal alignment exercises, just let me know.
Yes, Dr. Rajan, I will lead.
Oh, sure. Okay. So next week. And at some point in time, Jayanti, you can also lead something if you want to. Yes? Good.
Yes.
Which one would you like to lead?
Anything which you feel I'm doing right, doctor.
You are well, okay. Maybe you can do the Ujjayi Pranayam and the two mantras together next week.
Yes, doctor.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So now Let's bring the hands up. Inhale and a thumb in and exhale downward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Anand, when you do next week these hand exercises, we will keep just to 5 rounds, okay? Now inhale and exhale, make the rotation. Inhale and exhale. And why 5 rounds? Because we don't have the time to do more. Let's go opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now elbows in line with the shoulders, open out the palms. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now let's do backward. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now we do both shoulders together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate and bring it down. Oh, we forgot that. Thank you, Anju. Yeah, we need to do this before that. Bring the interlocked hands behind the head. And as you exhale, turn. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn. Okay, I'm going to share something, a little nuance over here today. For people who have any finger-related problem, you see, you can bring your hand like this behind the head, right? You can bring your hand like this behind the head, or you have the choice to bring it, turn it over, and bring the back of your hand behind your head. For people who have finger stiffness or pain, bring the back of the hand behind the head. Don't bring this behind the head, but instead turn it around and bring it behind the head. And then when you do it, you'll be more effective. Exhale, turn. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn. Inhale, come back. Yes. Now we do both our shoulder rotation. Inhale, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Okay. Now as we exhale, there are 2 ways in which we can do the sideward twist. we take one hand behind and that same side we go. You can stretch your hand out. The other way in which you can do is you can keep the opposite hand on your knee and press over there and turn as you exhale. Both of them are equally the same. The only thing is if you keep your hand on your knee, it's a little more forceful. But if you don't want to do forceful, if you want it a smooth flow, this is better. Which one do you like? Can we have a show of hands? You like this better? How many feel this is better? Okay. Let me get the full picture. Yeah, keep the hands raised. Okay. How many people feel crossing the hand over the knee and then twisting is better? Okay. Okay. So I see over here that we have a 60-40. 60% of the people like this one and 40% of the people like this one. So I'm going to give you the choice. You do the way you like. Okay. So I'm going to do I'm going to do 60% of the hands. I will do it this way. 40% I will do the other way. So I satisfy everyone, right? Okay. Exhale, turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn to the other side. Inhale, come back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. I'm alternating. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Okay, that's good. Now let's cross one leg over the other. And we hold the knee. And as you exhale, not only pull it in, but pull it in the opposite direction. And then turn the head to the same direction as the leg you're holding. And inhale, release. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. Continue. Now let's cross the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn, inhale, release. Okay, now we can do stretching out or a cycling of each leg. So you can lift up the leg, inhale, stretch it out, and exhale, bring it down. The other leg. Excellent. Now we are ready to go on to our Bhastrika Pranayama, our deep breathing. So today I'm going to share some aspects of the Bhastrika Pranayama in a little more detail from before. You all know that it's only full deep breathing. That is all there is to Bhastrika Pranayama. Okay? Now the easy way of doing it is if you keep your hands like this and you go and exhale slowly. Keep the body relaxed. When you keep the body relaxed, the hand doesn't stay here when you complete. It kind of sags down a little, right? For most of you when you keep it relaxed. So when you go inhale and exhale, sags down. Now, that's perfectly okay. It's perfect relaxation in the system. Now, if you want to be technically perfect, what do you mean by technically perfect? Actually, it is physically perfect, but mentally wrong. Physical perfection is if you're here and you go, when you exhale, focus on the abdominal area, exhaling first, and then bring the hands down like this. Now inhale and exhale. Come down straight like this. Instead of coming down, relaxing like this, come down straight like this. Inhale and exhale. So Anand, can you see how tight it feels, rigid? When you come like this, it feels a little rigid. You can feel that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can mute yourself. And Jayanti, can you see it? It feels rigid when you come like this. Yeah. And what happens is, but on the other hand, so from a physical perspective, it is perfect technically because you're taking, it forces you to abdominally exhale first and then the chest collapses. However, what happens is the body becomes stiff. When the body becomes stiff, yogic effect dissipates. Yogic effect will be there only when the body is relaxed. Okay? So what happens is, so for that reason, you know what is technically perfect, but from a physical perspective, but we know that unless the mind is relaxed and the body is relaxed, the yogic element is lacking, right? So what we are going to do is, we will, each of you can do in your own zone of comfort, but then when you go inhale, whatever is right for you, without making the body stiff, but you should feel loose all the time, right? So was there anybody new today over here for whom I need to demonstrate the movement of the abdominal area? Looking at the names, all of you have been there before except Sukant, Umachar something. So Sukant, Umachar, are you new today?
No, I was here in the other classes too.
Okay, well, excellent. So you know how to do this, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, mute yourself, excellent. So in that case, what we will do is, we will do all together, whichever way you want to do. So anybody like to count and lead? So Jayanti, you want to do it?
I will try. I'm not sure, doctor.
Okay, keep going. 1.
Exhale.
Yeah, 1 second. In your technique, what happens is, I noticed it the other day too, you tend to lift up your hands a lot. And remember, the objective is not to lift up. The objective is to pull back the shoulder. Okay? So what happens is, this way we expand the chest and this way we pull back the shoulder. That way the upper lung eases up to breathe more, right? So don't, focus is not on lifting up high. Try that again. Let's go.
1. Exhale.
Let's continue. 2,
Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale.
that is good. So close your eyes and observe any sensations you feel in the head. And once the sensations subside, we'll go on to the next round. And Minal Joshi, Minalji, I'm going to ask you to lead. You're doing it very well.
Do we repeat the same?
Yes, same thing. Let's go. Sorry, Venkatesh Prasadji, you said something? Venkateshaji, did you say something?
No.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. So Minalji, continue.
Do we do 15 rounds or 20?
20 breaths.
20 breaths. Okay. So as you breathe in, take your hands up, pull your shoulders back so that your lungs expand. And while breathing out, you can either breathe out first and then bring your hands down.
Minalji, we have already, the explanation is done. Just go 1, 2 like that.
Okay,
Go.
sorry. Okay.
1.
Breathe in, 1.
Exhale.
Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. 9, exhale. 10, exhale. 11, exhale. 12, exhale. 13, exhale. 14, exhale. 15, exhale. 16, exhale. 17, exhale. 18, exhale. 19, exhale. 20, exhale.
Eyes closed, relax. Observe the sensations in your head. When the sensations subside, mentally let go and tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. And if you have your personal mantra, you can do it. Otherwise, watch your breath while Om runs in the background. Keep your awareness within. It's 6:30 West Coast time, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. India time. Just keep your awareness within. Mentally tell yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born.
That is the clock. 6 inches in front of your face. Let's start with the bottom of your hands and relax.
So thank you all. Anybody want to introduce yourself? Actually, Mr. Venkatesh Prasad, Ratna Nandkumar called me to tell you that you're her brother-in-law.
Yes.
So welcome, you're joining from Bangalore, right?
Thank you.
Yes. Ratna Nandkumar is the chair of Life in Yoga Foundation. She's a professor at the University of Delaware in Wilmington and in Newark, Delaware. And so anyway, so welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. You can mute yourself unless you want to say something else.
I would like to go for 2 or 3 days out of station. Can I, after come back, I can continue with it.
Sorry, say it again. You want to go out, you'll be going out of station?
3 days. I will be back afterward. Can I again follow the lessons of coming back?
Absolutely. Actually, what it is this is designed in such a way that any new person can join in any time. So there is no learning curve of a significant kind involved. Yoga is basically the approach of experiencing. So all these exercises we do anytime, anybody can join in. And on the days when you're on your own, you're unable to connect, you can remember these exercises and do it on your own. And they are all recorded in YouTube also. So as your daily practice, please continue doing it even when you're traveling.
Thank you.
Okay, namaste.
Dr. Rajan, I
Manisha,
have one
yes.
question.
Go ahead.
Since I started, you know me, my Manisha. Since I started this yoga practice, and when we do the chakra, my lower back blade and in between vertebrae it hurts. And as we do the neck exercise and everything, it goes away. So I don't know in the right side, only on right side.
Okay. Tomorrow when we do it, okay, well, just let me know when it starts hurting.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll see what we can do about it at that time.
Okay.
I have a question. Can I ask?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Manisha, please mute yourself.
Yeah. And I wanted to email, which email, like we should send you the some question or something. Email
If
address.
you have a question that is a general question that you don't mind everybody else hearing and talked about, you can send it right here into the chat box, or you can speak up. Otherwise, if it is a very personal question, you email me.
Which email address?
Actually, narayanan@lifeinyoga.org. And if you have any problem in reaching me, or you can even reach Anu, agliy.phx@gmail.com. And if you go to lifeinyoga.org and go to the contact page, from there you can also reach me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, Nivedita, you were going to ask a question. Go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. I wanted to, this chakras thing is so intriguing. I really like it. I enjoy it. I have one question that today I've realized that there are some chakras you was doing more time and little faster, especially yam. It was really fast. I was not keeping up with you. Is that okay? Is there a recommended way of doing?
Yeah, the thing is,
number of times.
I was doing it fast because I was wondering why it is taking so long to clear. So I said, keep going. And I was, getting a little fast. But each person should do it at their own speed. Okay. So you don't have to be in sync with what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. And the thing is, you see, for some reason today, the Anahata Chakra was not opening up. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
People are,
I felt
yeah.
too. There was some
So-
connection missing, I felt today.
Yeah.
Internally
yeah.
also. Internally also.
Yeah, maybe some people are angry at someone. I don't know. There are enough people in the world to get angry about. And so that is why it was taking so long. You're right.
Okay.
This
I
is
also have one question. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Nivedita.
Yeah. I just want one quick question I have. Is there a recommended daily like kind of a booster or a stimulant, like any mantra like Haim Am that you say? Is it all right to say it like 5 times or whatever every day
Yes.
when you start a day, or is there a recommended time? Because it does feel good when I do it. I feel pulsating in my head, but it feels good. It feels really good.
See, that Haim Am, I consider it as a universal mantra that everybody should do. Okay? And even if you do it for 5 minutes, it actually brings the entire energetic system of the body in full balance. Okay? So now I'll share a little bit about how we found it and all of that. Okay. I'm reading messages that are coming across. Okay. So the what happened was, when you see, some of you may, I don't know if you can empathize or not. When somebody has ill health of any kind, if you look at them, you can sense where the block is. Okay? And how do you know where the block is? Because you compare it against somebody else who has no bad health. So if you compare against somebody who does not have bad health, then in which case you will be able to tell where the block is. Then what happens is you can simulate in there to see what will work. And what we found was that people who had respiratory issues, for all of them, this Haim Am works. Okay? So if you catch a cold and you feel loss of vitality, this thing, just do this for half an hour, 1 hour, it just will clear, you'll be very energetic. Okay? And if you have a flu, the body is paining and all of that, just do the Haim Am, all your pain will disappear. But you may need to do it for 2-3 hours if you have a flu. And so that is why we made a recording. I don't think we have posted it on the web, in our web page, but at some point in time we will. Anu, you are going to say something?
It is every day. It comes with their reminder email.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it is in the reminder email. Apparently you have it. So you can listen to it. And it's a 2-hour length one. Yeah, it's a 2-hour length one. So just listen to it. All your, if you have flu and things, it'll all go away. Your energetic balance comes back.
So can that be played in the background when you're at home so everyone hears it? Is it all right to do that?
Sure, but there is something important about it.
Yeah.
As you play it, you want to listen to it so that you can feel the vibration going. If you're not going to feel the vibration going, it won't have an impact on you. Okay? So so what we found was, we found that with COVID patients, the key thing, where they get into difficult circumstance because they lose respiratory effectiveness. And we found for COVID patients that COVID virus will take its own time to go. But when people are afflicted, if they do this mantra 2-3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, then what happens is they quickly come out of it. It doesn't affect their vitality. They don't need to go to hospital and things, and they feel better. So that is how the Haim Imam came about. And a very interesting thing I saw, I've been following the last 4 days is, about 5 days back, 4 or 5 days back, I got a call from someone whose brother in India was in very difficult straits with respect to COVID. Okay? And so I sent this link to do this 2 hours. The person was in ICU in India, okay, intensive care unit. And that person was going to be transferred. The person was on oxygen, but the person was going to go into this, into the ventilator because the oxygen wasn't enough, okay? And the person had started, you know, the doctor has said, we have to get you into the ventilator tomorrow or in the evening or something like that. And just at that time, he got the recording and he started hearing. And so 2 hours later, his respiration improved enough where they told him, okay, ventilator is not needed. Okay, respirator is not needed. So he didn't go. And then the next day, I said, continue listening as much as you can. Next day, he was feeling so good enough. They actually started putting him on slow exercising. And so his rate of revival of the respiratory system has been so significant in the last 4 days. Apparently, I got a message today that they were saying that in the next couple of days, they'll be ready to discharge him from the hospital. Somebody who was at the brink of, you know, going into the respirator, right? The ventilator, respirator, and came out of it. And we have seen other people who have found great relief. It doesn't cure the COVID, okay? All it does is it gives respiratory effectiveness and it gives vitality. We had a couple of people doing this in Bangladesh. We have people doing this in Dubai, all similar reports. So anyway, so you can do this, you know, but anytime, do for 5 minutes. I do it every day because this is what gives you the vitality, health to go through.
Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Minalji, you were going to say something. I see other questions over there too.
Yeah. So my question was, thank you. My question was, I kind of dozed off when we were doing Haim Imam. So is it a good sign or is it something I should be concerned about?
No, it's a good sign. Okay. It means you need the rest. It's putting you to sleep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. And so there is nothing wrong with it. Yes. Shobit, you want to say something?
Yes, Naranji. So I tried that mantra day before yesterday and some yesterday. So I've been having a lot of headache, and that was related to sinus and then like throat, nasal drip and everything. So chest area, and definitely like it feels a lot better, but the headache and the body pain is still there. So is there something, should I just continue doing this, or is there something?
No. You see, what happens is the headache, you see, what we are doing over here is increasing vitality, okay? But if there is something that is related to the nervous system that is giving you the headache in this thing, obviously it has not got to do with vitality. It's something else also there, okay? And so first, are you sleeping well?
Yeah, more or less.
So Veer is letting you sleep?
Yes, most of the time.
Okay. So the are bowel movements okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Are you having normal food, or are you having easy to digest food?
So that's a good point. So I have noticed that when I leave gluten for like a month, then these headaches go away magically. And then for months I'm fine. But then when I start eating like gluten and those kind of things, then they do come back. So,
okay. So I think this is related to some GI reactivity.
Okay.
And so you change that and you'll be fine. So you have answered your own question.
Okay. Okay. So it's real. It's not just a coincidence. Okay. Thank you for.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. By the way, it is very interesting. This phenomenon you describe, many people have this phenomenon. And now I see that there are many other people who raised questions over here about the sequence. Okay, so Manikant Singhal raises the question. Is Manikant Singhal still around? Manikantji, have you gone? Yeah, looks like it. I don't see him anymore. So we'll skip on that question. The sequence of exercise remains the same or they can be interchanged was the question. Okay. And okay. So who else? Are there any exercises that can increase perseverance? Oh, perseverance is the frame of the mind, right? So the thing is basically, well, well, you can persevere better if you're afraid of displeasing somebody if you don't do it. So think of who you would be afraid to displease if you don't do your regular practice, your perseverance. So Raghu, yes.
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, when I say perseverance, for instance, you know, so just to give an example, let's say I'm tackling one of the issue in my work related or office work related. Sometimes, you know, so my energy, I may not have that much of energy, say to tackle or to complete. Say I may procrastinate or I may postpone it. So in that context, I wanted to know, you know, is there anything like, you know, so any mantras or anything that can help me?
I see. See, the key part is as long as you're doing your daily meditation. Do you have a meditation mantra? Oh, okay. Continue with this daily practice. And as you continue with this daily practice, in time, it will work out. Okay?
Okay.
You'll find your answer, but I'll give you how the answer works out. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, I always have more things to do than I have the time to do. But when people are dealing with me, they think I have all the time in the world. I don't look hurried at all. Okay? So, but the thing is, you see, how is that possible? That is only possible because as things should be, you take it as it comes. And even though my schedule is full, what happens is once in a while, unforeseen things hit you. Okay? So like 2 days back, what had happened was in our kitchen, one of the plug points that are connected in one side, where the microwave was, where the normal burner oven is, everything went out. Okay, so where my mother uses the blender and things, all of them went out. And looking through, I checked to see everything over there, and I couldn't find the answer. So what I did was, I moved everything my mother uses in the kitchen to the dining table, and there I put an extension. I plugged everything over there and left it there. Because in the middle, when I have so many other things to do, I tried thinking what could be wrong. And then I called an electrician friend of mine too to this thing, and that fellow was actually down with COVID. Okay. So I didn't even tell the person I had a problem, because he's the one who had installed the stuff over here. Because what had happened was about 6 months back, I had put in new electrical systems in my kitchen, because the older ones were not the GFCI ones, where, you know, if you get water, they automatically this thing, right? So I put the new ones. And what I saw, I left it over there. And since COVID, I said, we'll figure it out. And I left it there. Next day morning, I wake up, I go into the kitchen. I noticed, you see, one is the master GFCI from where all the line is connected into 4 others. So the master one had the light, but if I plugged anything into it, it won't work. But it has the light coming. So I put, and of course I had looked at the switch bar, the circuit breaker box also. And that circuit breaker box I turned on and off. If I turn it off, the light goes off. I turn it on and this GFCI light comes on. So I said mentally, you know, there must be a loose connection, because if there's no electricity coming there, this one will be working. So I unscrewed it and tightened everything and put it back. Everything started working. Okay. So now here it is. I was planning to call the electrician, right? But then what happens is, when something is troubling and it's not happening, leave it there, walk away. And next day morning, you come with a fresh mind and try to ask what's wrong, and things will come back. So this way, you know, things get fixed. And what happens is, similarly, there is a lot of paperwork for me to do, because what has happened is our Life in Yoga has a network that is going in many places. And there is one network which is being planned to be established in New York. Okay. So it needed some paperwork to settle that, because you see, we normally work in medical facilities, doctors' offices. And when they don't know and the doctor there wants to do it and they are part of a practice, they want to go to their liability insurance and get clearance before they are willing to do it over there, right? So there was some paperwork needed for that. So that became higher priority, means something else waits. So there are a lot of things going on. So what happens is, in the workplace, you see, the most troublesome thing, if you're not your own boss, is somebody else is putting pressure on you because they're giving you a salary to go and do things. Now, in any workplace, if the manager is a good manager, managers are taught, you're a very good manager when within each person's capacity, you're able to get the best out of them. Which means if you have so much energy, trying to push you to do more is not helpful. In the long term, you get burnt out, right? So the thing is, you see, so that is how in management training it is said, you work with people within their capacity and try to get best out of them. So when you work from that principle, if there is only so much you can do, there is absolutely no point worth in a lifetime, which is temporary in itself, being in the body, to get yourself worried about meeting somebody else's expectations and not being true to your own self. You know, I think on this subject, somebody here is an expert who can speak on. Charan Kumar, you want to share your, give some advice on this matter?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, usually dealing with people, what we do is we hire for attitude and we train for skill. And when the attitude is right, people are willing to learn. They're willing to go outside of their comfort zone and perform. And it's very true. People don't quit jobs, they quit their bosses. So if the managers managing are not relating to the people performing, then you will have situation where even if they are skilled, they're not able to perform because of the energy and the dynamic that exists. So for the clients that we service and for our own firm, we ensure that the attitude and the skill matches, but attitude gets priority. And that's very true for the managers too. Tell them have the right attitude and ensure that the team gets the right attitude. The other piece, what we also realize is that words don't matter. Words only comprise of 20 to 30% of the communication. 70% of the communication is nonverbal, which is the energy, the frequency. I can, from my words, say that, yes, you are great, but I may not mean it. The other person is also a human being with all the sensitivities and picks up the messages if you're not sincere. So the next thing what we also tell the managing managers or the team is to be very honest in what they say. That the staff, when they feel the honesty, even if it is a negative message, they respond very positively. So attitude and honesty are two things which the non-verbal communication carries, and that legitimizes the verbal what one is communicating. That's been my experience.
Thank you. And the part which you're also finding is that you have to true to yourself how much you can do, right?
Correct.
So it is within this is the dynamics. And so in any workplace, unless you're in the leadership role and you can control things, if you have a bad manager who doesn't share the wisdom that Charan Kumar explained to all of us, then in which case it's a very unfortunate situation. So shall we pick up tomorrow? And Anand Molkar, you want to do the neck exercises tomorrow or next week?
I can do next week, like because again weekend will come and we'll do longer sessions. So
Okay.
for the continuity.
Normally, what I'm thinking is that a person can follow a regimen for 4 or 5 days in a stretch, so
Yeah.
that they become perfected in it, and then we give somebody else a chance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Thank you,
Yeah,
Ji.
thank you, Dr. Rajan,
That's it.
and Charan too. Thank you very much.